Did you guys have a decision from your executive session that you needed to?
No decision.
All right, so it was 148, 80% of that.
Okay, yep.
All right.
And then you add the garages on, so.
Right. The only thing is if I put it in, was my problem, because I think it comes out to like 112.4. And if I put it in as a code 9,
Yeah.
what are you making that funny face?
Look at my calculator. But I'm listening. I know what you're gonna say. You have a hard time putting in the 4.
I can't, I can't.
That's weird. How come?
I don't know, I think it has to be an even number, because it's a factor in that slot.
Just hacking through it. It's weird. Oh, it's
Probably right under
I
there.
got it.
Oh, the other one's right there too.
Yeah, 118.4.
Well, that's what I came up with, what the heck? But 118.4 doesn't include the garage.
Right. And you add the garage.
Oh, okay. All right, so, so I can't put in 118.4, so what if we put in 118? No, you can't, because you already gave him back the other, I don't know. All right, I'll work on it. How's that?
Well, you're
I
not
can
putting it in
actually-
as another. You're putting
No,
it as
I can
K.
put it in on outbuilding as a 1-story, whatever, or a 2-story structure, because there is a code for that. And when it's completed, then I can put it back under dwelling and,
Okay.
all right? Trust me.
Famous last words.
I was waiting for somebody to
Can
say.
you check see if Mandy's gonna be available?
Yeah.
I don't know if she's got that budget ready or not. Is yours quick?
Kind of, sort of, I think, I don't know.
Are you going in there?
Wait. We're ready for you.
What time does it start getting dark?
6:10 was sunset. I think. It will be.
6:10 is gonna be blackout?
No, sunset.
It's just
So.
sunset, okay, I'll be okay then. I haven't figured out how to use lights. I went out there, was trying to play around, I still couldn't get it to work right, so. I got it written in the house, what good that does.
Yep. Sorta, kinda.
Sorta, kinda?
Okay. Still trying to put the budget book together.
Is Paul still?
Yeah. Surgery yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. Couple things before I do the budget. Skip came in today looking for a location permit for a new pole. He had put apparently an application in on 9/28. I pulled Laura's book because I had never done one of these before. I didn't find the form that she used in the computer, but I just typed it up verbatim,
Okay.
the form that she used.
I may have a copy of that form.
Okay, so I just put it on this,
That's fine.
but it says the same exact thing because I couldn't find it and I wanted to get it into you guys tonight.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I attached the application that I took out of Mike's office just because he's not here today and I knew you guys would convene, so I don't know if you want to look over that. He's just trying to get a permit for a CMP pole. This is the copies of the warrant for Sue to post. Tomorrow for notice of election, and this is the certification on the events.
Okay.
Also
Yeah.
gonna pass these things around. That's it, now I can do my budget.
If I can find it. I'm still looking. I don't know why it's not enough by a quarter. Did you find it out of what she gave you? Did you get the backup? Did you get any backup from Jeanette? You have a page number?
No, because I didn't bring that in here with me. Do you want me to go get it?
Sure.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say no.
No, that's okay.
Is the sun setting over this direction? I'm looking up here and I'm trying to figure that out. I'm looking at the woods over there. It must be trying to set over that way.
I'm not over that one.
No, I'm looking at this and she doesn't have a page number on this.
Sure.
Are yours numbered? Because that's a convenience I don't have.
No, these aren't. This one does. Page 10. Page 86. Oh, my
Is that last
detail
year's?
report?
Your detail report, sure, but that's not your budget.
No. What you got for your detail report? What page number?
Well, I have page 1 because she only printed
Okay, so
a portion of the report for me.
Alright.
It's in your general government, so
Yeah.
it's not a very big book then. It's huge.
We just haven't had time to put it together yet.
General government.
yeah. Oh, elections. Sorry, Dave.
No, that's okay.
We'll be back after these commercial messages.
I'm just sitting there watching the
You're
video,
lucky
man.
enough.
Oh,
Page
130?
number.
No.
Okay.
No, because she only printed.
What you do? Okay. Gotcha.
Do you have a page number?
One.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just, some of it's Trio and some of it's an Excel sheet she has until she puts it into Trio.
I think it's right. This one here?
Yep, 130. So you
Look
must
at you, you got it all in your
have
book and
the,
everything.
Oh,
Do you have the
okay.
front
There's no
page?
tabs. This will be fun to watch.
do you have the front page that shows you 13, 14?
I better do.
Yeah, I bet that's it.
See one right there.
I mean, and I don't have that because it's in here, but I don't have a bill of sale at all.
Yep, that's the one. So this is what I'm proposing to write in there. I have one for Paul too, but he's not here. So last year the elections budget was big because Laura put money in for our booths, you know, and we have those, and thanks to you guys we have the additional 2 in case we do grow. So I really don't see any big purchases coming through.
How many special meetings we gonna have this year?
I hope none, but I have budgeted for 4 total.
Okay.
We usually have 3. This year we're combining the town and the school, so that should bring us down to 2. I do know the state is having one in June of 2016, however, they pay for most of their supplies, so we only have to staff the place. So because we're supposed to only have 2 for us, and a half if you count the half of the state, I'm budgeting for 4, which is a special election and a half, depending on the size. I mean, it could be 2 special elections,
Okay.
which is what I put in there for.
You can drop your payroll taxes down to 421.
Okay. We had budgeted 421, or you guys had, in 14, 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same. 0.0765. Still the same, right?
I wish I could see These are, that's okay.
It says supply's gonna be high enough.
I was gonna say, why, yeah.
Well, a lot of that was the booths. If you look at your 14-15 supplies, it was 77, but there was a batch that we didn't need. So there was an extra ballot batch in that 17-7, 17. So I think 7 is fair for 4 elections. 13-14, your actual was 66. So we'll, with 4 elections, I wrote above the top of it how many actual elections you had.
Okay.
And these, previously, you had these many elections, but on the books, you were supposed to have 3.
Right.
Right now on the books, we're supposed to have 2. So I'm still going with 4 elections.
Oh, printed supplies is part of that, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's why the number.
So this, changing it, combining it with a school vote, won't save us
It will save us.
number of elections, it will save us because of a reimbursement,
Sure.
we still will have to do the state one, right, in June?
This June, we will have a state one.
How often, is it every
It's-
other, or?
So not every June we will have a state one. And the state pays for their ballots, and so that can come out of the supplies line. We don't have to pay for that.
And if that's what we're doing, if it's just that, I mean, there's not a lot of questions, what is that gonna be,
What do you mean?
what is the state one gonna entail?
Oh, I
Not
don't know
technically
yet.
questions, yeah, we don't ever know usually, but minimal staffing probably too, right?
Yeah.
On our end of it. Okay.
Unless they're gearing up for the primary in November. We'd have to take that into consideration.
I think it's reasonable. $14.15 put us at $13,931.
The actual,
Yep, the actual. So you're gonna be below your actual for that year.
right? But there were
But
some
they were budgeted,
things.
yeah, plus, you're
I'm
gonna do some
not-
training, so you're gonna pay people at that time too, you're gonna do some training, you
Right.
said,
I'm
this
not
year.
very low. I'm not very much under my 14-15, and there were extra expenses in 14-15.
Okay, you feel comfortable?
I do. If it's 13,740, you're taking an additional 79 out by changing that to 421.
Mm-hmm. Is that maintenance agreement gonna change? Or do we have a contract on that, do you
It's a
know?
contract.
For how many years?
I don't know how many years.
We'll have to look into that. That's for those new machines.
Machines.
It's been 2 years already.
Well, I know at the elections conference, I know the ABS is changing. But I didn't hear anything about the machines. They're still using the DS200s.
Could research that before it gets in front of budget committee, just I know we're
I
pushing
bet Jeanette
everything.
has that contract.
Okay. So that brings you down to 13,661.
Yep.
Yep. good to me.
Okay. I'll have Jeanette.
Are you gonna have an increase on your postage line by having to have, well, probably not, I suppose, it's just combining them into more hassle, having to have your absentees for the school and for the, I know there was discussion there around the school.
No, I'm gonna put a note that says, I'm only mailing it out once.
Oh, okay.
So that's your postage cost.
Okay.
We have the envelopes and stuff, and I intend to put a note, do not return the school ballot before this day,
Oh, okay, yep.
because I will have to reject it.
Can put them both in the same
I
envelope?
can. I can I can mail them out in the same envelope.
Mhm.
And then I will have 2 separate envelopes, which I already have, so I don't need to buy those. 2 separate envelopes for them to return them to me in.
Okay.
One of them will say school, don't return before this day. One of them will be
Nice,
the
okay,
town.
good. Right.
So you're good with me?
I'm good with that.
Okay, I need these signed tonight.
Yep.
This is the warrant. We've already gone over everything.
Oh, yeah.
And so you see all your recommendations. This is basically the ballot. The last page is you guys, and I will attest to it, so that I can have Sue post and tell the town that we're having that election tomorrow. And I've been running crazy. I do have my absentee ballots.
Ready to go.
I just haven't
Good.
posted anything yet, because I've been trying to get everything in, but we do have them. So I thought I would let you know that.
It'll be posted by the morning.
And I'm gonna put something else on the website too tomorrow morning, so. Okay?
Yep, good, thank you.
Can I just ask you a question about the website before you go? We still have not been able to, if we go in and try to access through a single department, we can get into that department, but it's not always updated. But if we try to go like Google Town of Lebanon and click that link, it says page not found or page error or
It's
whatever.
still
It's yeah. It was Sandy was trying to get the agenda off of today's.
The only thing I found, because I was having that problem, was
Yeah.
I had saved it
Yeah,
as a shortcut.
yeah.
And so it saved the error as it was like reloading that first weekend. It's whatever, and they're not even sure why, but it saved an error. So if you click on that shortcut, it's still showing page not found. But I can
Right.
get rid of that shortcut and put a new one on, and there's no issue.
So
I
have
haven't
you
seen an
tried
issue.
typing in the actual address into the?
No, I mean, the way I would say 9/10 of people in the world
It's
do it is
Google and
they
then
Google
click
it,
on it.
Town of Lebanon, and the
Mhm.
little thing comes up and you click on it and it comes up an error message every time. But if you go and Google Town of Lebanon and instead of clicking on the main link, you click on like Town Clerk or Road Commit or whatever,
Really?
then that page will come up and
Maybe
then
that
you
would be a
can
question.
click
Where-
home and it brings you right to
Front
the main
page.
site, right. But you have to go kind of in the back
That's
door
probably
to
a
get,
Google thing, if I had to guess. They have that link that he was talking about.
yeah, yeah. We'll try it that way, what he said, and see what happens.
I was gonna say, if we send, now we have to send notifications through the homepage, am I correct? If we wanna hit the emails that we ported over?
No, you can click on every individual page. You have to link those into. I'll go back in there and look and show you. But you
I
can
didn't
click
know-
on what you want if you. And one of them was public, so it kind of you have to do it on the individual department pages. You don't have to go back to the home page to send out that public.
Easy.
You're not supposed to anyway.
Okay. Because I have hit the e-subscriber notification, but if people are not subscribed to my page, they're not gonna get that notification.
Right.
So that's why
I haven't been
I
able to figure it out
thought,
because I see them coming out now, and people have been saying that. But I got one the other day too.
you got one? Did you sign up to subscribe?
I didn't re-sign, you know.
Okay.
So I thought the problem was fixed. So we can look at it though.
But what did you get? Because
Agenda.
is she
You got the
posting it
agenda?
through-
Cause I'm not getting it
Yeah, it was
at
from
all.
off the Selectmen's page.
Is she posting it through the homepage or
That's
through the
right.
Selectmen's page? I'm just curious if the emails.
Maybe I have to go and subscribe to the Selectmen as a
I
Selectman.
suggest, and maybe this is something
mess.
that you should put on there, to go subscribe
She should be doing this.
to individual pages.
Each individual page you have to subscribe as a,
I suggest that,
okay.
because then if somebody posts something on their own page and not the
home
homepage,
page.
Sure.
you'll still get it.
Okay. Okay.
But I don't know if I can pull those emails over to my page because technically they didn't sign up for my notifications. They signed up for the town's, which would be the homepage.
Right, through the
So I don't
homepage,
know
that's what
why
I
they
did,
would-
and I'm getting
We
nothing.
just handle it.
Right, so I've been working on that, talking with
Well,
Sue
you
about
could
it,
get
so we'll
like
figure it
you
out.
guys a
I'm
chance
gonna
to
ask
come
Okay.
in and
Thanks,
talk.
Mandy.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know how
We
he
had us
missed
down for 5 o'clock.
Yeah, he must have missed the email and, put it in the box and everything too. I'll just catch up with him. They're not a long one. I mean, they're not difficult. We can squeeze them in somewhere. Chris, Mr. Gilpatrick.
Let's see, I was in a few weeks ago about labor driving at one time.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever check on the workman's comp on that truck?
As far as I know, I didn't personally. I don't know if you did. As far as I know, everything's up to date. I mean, that's Jeanette's watching that. I know she
Usually, yeah,
produces us.
she's watching it.
Do you have that? She gives us that form every week. Who's up to date and who's not.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
the question was posed to the road commissioner that there was the driver there for that truck. I wasn't there. I'm just telling you what the road commissioner said at the time. So, I mean, they're saying that he wasn't driving the truck at the time.
You know, the truck owner was there.
What's that, Rose?
The guy that owned the truck was there.
He said he might have been in the woods relieving himself.
Oh, yeah, okay. Same old, same old. Is the town doing any tree work in town?
Some trees been cut.
Yeah. You know where?
I'd have to go look at the PO.
Can you do that?
Yeah. What's your question?
Look at the list and then I'll tell you.
You got it right. I don't know if you wrote it on there, did you?
I got a stack of
You passed them into Jeanette already.
Yeah, that's something we gotta do is go through these two.
Are they written on the?
No, they were mixed up was,
Who's doing the tree work then?
Abbott Hill, I believe.
Yeah.
I know I saw something here somewhere. This must be Dan's list.
I can find it in her office.
I think.
You got everything signed for
I
me.
know there was one here. I got one here, Ben. Made out on 10-5.
That's the latest one. So that probably wouldn't be, well, it could be. How do I know? What roads was that?
Center Road and Wentworth, TM Wentworth Road.
I remember Team Wentworth.
Also West Lebanon Road.
When was last Friday?
Second?
Yeah, a second.
Yeah.
They had these meetings right there.
How about before that?
That's a quick question.
Chris is on right now, but
Go ahead, you can ask a question. I can
Before that, we haven't got in here, so that means it's already been processed.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go dig it out.
You'd have to.
But Mandy has a question real quick.
I just wanted to know where you guys were with posting Christine's position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
like,
needs to get done. I know. You sent me that email, and I'm gonna grab that and
okay,
move that over.
I can give you a copy too.
Union is involved, so.
I know, but I just want, we really need it filled, so.
Yep. We'll have to
Applying
talk about that.
pressure.
That's fine. Yep.
Okay, thanks guys.
Thanks, Andy.
Sorry, Chris.
No problem.
You
Let
don't
me go
know
look.
the name,
Like I
you
said.
don't know the name yourself and what it was?
Oh, I do. I just wanted you to tell me what roads I would on.
Oh, okay. They do something they shouldn't.
You tell me.
I don't know. Why I'm asking.
I'll let you know.
Thanks. Let's see. I'm gonna try to do that all right.
Is somebody supposed to be here at 5:30 that didn't show up, Maurice?
We had the planning board was scheduled at 5 o'clock. We didn't see him. thought everybody seemed to be pretty busy, we didn't even notice.
Yeah. No, I saw them on the
It'll
agenda,
catch up,
that's
it's no
fine.
big deal.
Yeah, I know, but if they have an appointment, they should make it.
Maybe they tried.
That's what, road flooded or something?
Could be, maybe the leaves are too thick.
The leaves are too thick. Maybe there's a down tree.
No, I think we all would have heard about that by now.
I don't honestly know where she's got them filed, Chris. POs, I don't know which drawer they're in or whatever, so I didn't see them, but. She's on vacation, so.
Check it out, Rod. Cause I'm just wondering if the same shit happened that happened to the, one of the last selectmen that was in here. Shit getting done that the taxpayers are paying for. Right over there by Stewart's ball field. On his front lawn. Go
Okay.
check it out.
Okay.
Who's front lawn?
Ben knows what I'm talking about, right?
Who's
Yeah.
front lawn, Ben?
I'll have to go look into it. I'm not gonna say anything.
It's a secret?
Yep, for now it is, because I'm not gonna say anything until.
And he was in the dooryard with his truck and the owner of the house was talking to him out and by, so, last Friday. Same old shit, like I said. Oh, I just wanna thank you guys for, somebody making the phone call to the ones that mowed in town, so the parking ride finally got done. They only did it, what, 6 months? They've done it once?
That would have been Paul.
Maybe they saw your video.
No, it was Paul actually that called.
I know Deborah's been, bringing up about keeping minutes of the meetings. And there's no minutes of meetings, right? When
Just the one
Royce,
Sandy's done, yep.
when Royce was supposed to be taking them. And you guys are under the assumption that you don't have to take minutes, right?
That's what has been said.
By who? Really? Well, I know a state rep, so.
I know better, so.
I know a state rep, so she looked into it for me.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd waste my time and come here tonight and. So Royce knows what the law actually is. There's a law right there, and it changed in 2011.
Yep.
So I advise the board to start keeping minutes of the meetings unless you're just an advisory board to the town. Are you guys just an advisory board or are you actually a board of selectmen?
Well, I believe there are minutes being taken, yes. I mean, you're taking.
I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
Really?
Just
I
maybe
also
turn it
asked
over.
that we bring the secretary in here to take the minutes, and that never happened either, so.
We don't have a
We'll contact you,
secretary.
I guess.
I don't care how you do it, Royce, it's the state law that you have to keep minutes of the meetings. It's a state law change in 2011, that anybody can come in here and ask to see the minutes of the meeting, and you have to produce them. So Deborah's been asking since June for minutes of the meeting. Therefore, you're in violation of the state law. And you can't say that you can't take the minutes of the meeting because past selectmen have taken minutes of the meetings. Just because you're too lazy to take them, perhaps. Perhaps.
Don't
But
look
right
at
there's the law.
Ben.
Right there's the law, Ben.
I noticed you didn't pass me any copies, so thanks.
No, because you wouldn't read it anyhow, so I gave it
No,
to the
you
chairman
don't.
of the board.
You
Ben,
know,
you're still the chairman.
I
ain't you?
think since
Yeah.
I'm being accused, I have a right to it, so you can pass them over if you care to. If
If
not,
Ben wants to make a
don't
copy,
bother.
he can make a copy. But right there's the law, Royce.
Would you like my copy? Because I'm capable of pulling it off the
Apparently he
internet.
didn't want me to have a copy.
Well, I'll
so
give you
we'll-
my
we'll
copy,
let it go
Royce.
with
You're
that.
asking for one.
And
I'll give you
besides,
mine.
We should,
I'm offering
This is
to
a
give you
public
mine.
meeting.
Yes, it is a public
yeah, just
meeting.
check it.
Last I knew, I was public.
And this is
Well-
public participation, which I'm participating in, Royce.
Your participation is much appreciated.
Yeah, I'm sure it is by some, but not by you. You understand it then?
I clearly,
Maybe you could explain it to him?
I don't think you really want me to, but, cause I agree with putting minutes out there, that's why they were being done with Karen doing them and I was doing them and so I
Paul
agree with it being
Philbrook
done,
was
but
doing
I,
them.
it's not what that paper says.
Well,
So-
yeah, it is.
Actually, it's not, because I also know that they're not required, but I want them out there for the public. They are required to post an agenda, which is what that says.
No,
Uh,
you're required to record who's here, how you voted, and what was voted
Any
on.
votes, yes, absolutely.
That's minutes of meetings.
Votes, absolutely, yes.
So yeah, that isn't just,
But all the details, no, you know, so
Right.
which is what he says. You know, all the little details, but I think it should be, you know, as much detail as possible.
unless you got something to hide. Right?
I mean, for the public, you know. So I thank Deb for coming in and doing what she's doing. I know it takes a lot of time, you know. That provides a record at least. There's been a lot of people in the past that have done videotaping as well, so it's not just her.
And
But-
it's Chris's video camera too.
Yeah, there you go.
He lends me.
But we're stuck unless there's two selectmen that can, you know, then can put more pressure on one. You know,
It
none of us
doesn't-
carry
it
any more just
It
because I'm
doesn't
chair.
matter, Ben, it's a state
Oh, I
law.
understand that.
One of you have to do it.
Well, I mean,
Or pay somebody to do it.
I understand.
It's not up to a resident to do your minutes of your meetings.
I understand. But what I'm saying is they only have so much power and force as one selectman to make another selectman do anything. You know, it's not.
But
Doesn't
it's
work
state
that
law,
way.
you're in violation of a state law
Well,
then.
again, I understand that. It may take at some point in time somebody taking the select board to court, and because there is violation of your duties, which carries a fine with it. You know.
Yeah, it does.
So, I'm not promoting that necessarily, but I mean it's a right.
I mean,
of the
nobody
public.
wants to take their town to court for
Nope.
something so stupid when there are three
Nope.
capable men.
But if I don't have
You know.
another selectman sitting here that's willing to step up and
I know you can't do it, Ben. That's not even the question.
But I
I'm
mean-
sure that's not Chris's question.
it
You
takes,
can't
it takes a
continue.
quorum of the board to make a decision, you know. So I mean, I can't sit here and say, Royce, you have to do this, you have to do this. I can suggest it, I can ask him. I can't force him to do it. You know.
And he can ignore you.
Well,
You
I'm
can
just
call it
explaining the
ignoring if you
details.
want, but this is other paperwork that has to be
Yeah,
done
we gotta
here
do this
too.
stuff.
I don't see
Other
anybody else doing
paperwork
it.
is more important. Sorry, Chris.
But I mean, that's just basically where we stand right now. But
And I mean, I hate to take Chris aside all the time, but this is something that, I mean, really, Sandy and I have been after you
Yeah.
guys and after you guys and after you guys. Sandy did it for 2 months to help out while the June through August stuff was caught up with. And because she was doing it, apparently it was felt that June through August didn't have to get caught up with. So she got frustrated because nobody was catching up with June through August that he continually said he had and that he was going to bring in, and yet it's never been brought in. It's still out there somewhere.
So if an issue's brought up a year from now, Ben.
Yep.
Okay, say a resident comes in today. Say I come in today and I bring up an issue.
you got no record of
A
it.
year later,
Trust me, I understand.
there's no record.
You know darn well I've walked into budget committee meetings and said because of what I sat and read over a whole weekend, I had better minutes on budget committee than I did selectmen's meeting. You know, from 10 up, you know, 2010 up. We need them, you know.
Exactly, but according to this, the budget committee don't even need to be taking
No,
minutes.
right. Yeah.
So let's ask.
Yeah, we have an
let's take
elected
this
board
question.
here that can't even take minutes of their own meetings.
And you know, I mean,
Because
he
someone
says that the
office acts and they don't think they
secretary,
need to.
or is it, he says the secretary should come in, which we know where that came. You heard another argument that came out of his mouth tonight that was right off the pages of the Lebanon Community News. So that's 2 arguments tonight. That is Jason's words, not his. Okay. So he says the secretary should come in, but they don't have a secretary. They have an assistant, and she's damn busy all day. Anytime you come in here, the girl is busy. So are we gonna pay her overtime to come in and do what Royce is not doing? That's, I guess, the next question, because she's busy her 35 hours out of the week. So where are we getting the money for this new secretary? Because you don't have a secretary, you have an assistant. Apparently no comment.
Not for me.
I haven't heard anything yet that warranted a comment.
You never do, Royce.
That's because we don't matter to you, Royce. That's why.
Anyways, maybe I can make a phone call, Ben, and maybe somebody can call you and let you know.
Yeah, if I have to do it, I mean, I'll do it. I shouldn't have to.
I hate to tell you, but
State law.
I don't think he
I
has
shouldn't
to.
have to.
No, you
No,
shouldn't.
he's the
But-
State
chairman.
law.
But if I have to, I will. I mean, because I want it done anyway, whether it's state law or not. You know, it's just good communication, good transparency for the people.
Well, if you don't want transparency, then you don't have minutes.
Yeah.
Right? You're doing shady shit.
Well, we both know. And now the former selectmen can tell you very clearly there's a lot of power in taking minutes because you can change and manipulate them to whatever you want them to be, which is also scary.
Right.
And I've seen it happen sitting in here. So, you know, they need to be done in a timely manner so then everybody's memories are clear when they sign off on them.
And that's what I'm saying. They should be done within, they should have a timely
So
manner
my
at times.
question is,
to-
the minutes that Deborah's been asking for since June, there is no minutes apparently, right?
I think there are still. You still have them, yes, Royce?
No comment.
Well, you can't no comment me. I'm asking you.
Yes, I can.
So if I request the minutes from June till August,
You'd be
You,
surprised where I could go with this.
June 11th
I will tell
actually
you
came
that,
in.
but no comment. me.
Well, I did it with all due respect then, okay?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things here that I'm being accused of that I'm.
No, I asked you a question. The minutes that you're taking, you still have them, right?
I believe I do.
I would like them.
Will he ever
we
voted
just
on
turn them on. No, so, but we need them turned in to be able to look
No,
at.
because He's got them since June, which included like all that malarkey about the little,
I don't know, maybe
hidden
she's lost them
motions.
by now.
Okay, because they need to be, is she typing them up? Is that what you were planning?
Yeah, we've all been rather busy lately, so.
Well, I mean, I think they're legitimate questions, and I'll tell you right point blank. I'm not gonna let somebody come in here and beat on him either on a personal level, either.
it's not personal,
Well,
but he's elected to do a
You know
job.
darn well that's happened in the past. And
He's
I got a
elected
big
to
mouth
do a
too,
job.
and I can be a big mouth, and I'm not gonna let that happen. It's happening in budget committee meetings. That's not gonna happen anymore, because you won't see me there at budget committee meetings if that keeps happening. Because I don't need to do that. You guys have a job that you need to do.
Exactly.
and doesn't incorporate the selectmen. I'm willing to come in there, answer questions, but I ain't gonna waste my time, and I'm not gonna watch him get beat on, which I watched happen last time. I'm not gonna let it happen in here either. You know, on a professional level, absolutely, ask questions. When it starts getting personal attacks, that's where you get people to shut off. And it has happened, and it needs to stop in the town everywhere, period, in my opinion. Because you're not moving forward. Because there's the same 28 people in this town that's constantly been doing the same stuff for the same 15, 20 years, and you've gotten nowhere. You know, and it maybe when you beat your head against a wall for 15, 20 years and it keeps getting the same results, maybe we need to change something. You know, and
When you repeatedly ask questions, Ben, and you get a no comment, then you don't belong in that position.
I think that
You should have a little backbone and a little balls and a little integrity to answer questions when people ask you questions
Yeah.
that are paying
Well,
your
I'll tell you
salary.
what, I've
Whether
had
you
enough
think
of your
whether you
name
think
calling. Why don't
Excuse
you
me, Royce.
leave now?
Excuse me, Royce, I'm
Or
talking.
I can just call somebody and have
You
you
can
call
call
out.
anybody you want to call. I pay taxes on this building, I'm talking.
actually it's my meeting, so
That's what we've been
you know, not really. I can tell you that right now, because I've let a lot of things go, and I've tried to be as convenient to the public as I can be. But I'm gonna start drawing the line real strong, real hard, because the last meeting we had was very much out of control. And I did speak to Deborah about that, and I have to admit that she's, you know, admitted to that. But it was getting crazy. It's starting to be a circus in here, and that needs to stop. But you have a legitimate question. It's been noted. You know, the minutes. There's nothing I can force him to do. The only thing I can do is either Paul can take them, which is going to happen probably, or I'm going to have to take them. You know, and minutes need to get posted. We have the website now. It's quick, easy access. They can be done within a short period of time. So I guess that's your answer right there. I mean, we're gonna do a better job getting them out.
Thank you.
And as far as the tree thing, I'll look into that. Any other issues?
No, I think that's it.
Did you have any public participation?
I actually already aided in public participation, but I just want to make a note about your last meeting was a circus, and yes, I did agree that it was a little out of control, but I also want to say it wasn't all me. There was a lot of other factions
I
going
understand.
on here, and
Yep. I don't mean to make it sound like it
and
was.
I did do good tonight. I was a good girl. So.
These are all ones that have come in recently. You haven't seen yet?
Thank you. And I'm all for public having questions, public getting answers. So you know,
If you're,
my track, record shows that. No matter
Ben,
what
you know
anybody
what?
says.
You'll always take it on you. You're not his mother. I've told you that privately 100 times.
Not his boss
You're not
either.
his mother, and you're not his boss, but you are the chairman of the board, and I hate to see you have to do it, because I know, and Chris even, knows. I mean, you do everything in this office, and you can't even get somebody to double check numbers when you're doing stuff. You're the only one there with a calculator, and everybody else is looking out the window and checking their watch. I mean, I just don't understand what it takes. I wish
People of
somebody
this
would tell
town
me
to
what
wake
it
up
takes.
And they got what they voted for. The people of this town got what they voted for. And so I'm just here to do the best job I can.
You do, and please believe me when I say that. I don't know about Chris, but I can personally say I watch what you do on a weekly basis, and I'm not picking on you. And so when you get defensive and give answers, it's not your answers that we're looking for. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I do and I don't, be honest with you, because I mean, the truth of the matter is, it reflects on the whole board. We are a board. We're not
No,
individuals.
no,
We're
Ben,
supposed to be. a
you're
board.
not a board.
Well,
You're Ben
you know
Thompson
what I'm saying.
and
I'm
two
not the board.
signatures. Ben Thompson and two signatures. That's what you are.
It's you got many different personalities. I've probably seen the most selectmen interchanged just because of how the town's played out in the last 2.5 years. So dealt with a
Although
lot of
because
people
I'm
sitting
fair,
here, so.
I do have to say, I thought Selectman Heath and Selectman Neto did an excellent job on the assessment and helping out and doing their share on that. Because I'm fair, and I don't want to ever say that they didn't do their part. They did, 100%.
Yeah.
But they're not assessors, they're selectmen.
Do you have not a public participation or wage range that you would like to post this job?
Which,
Christine?
Christine's. No, I'd rather think about it a little bit more. We don't really, do we have to have it tonight?
No, because I haven't got it fully typed up. I got what she sent me. I'm slammed in my own personal job, so I mean, I'm having a hard time finding the time. But when I get that transferred over, so we can start getting these job descriptions all in the same format, so I can easily change that over when I get in it. But we definitely need to get it posted. I know we'll have union discussions here in a week, so I know they'll have plenty to say.
We'll be seeing each other before long.
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you, and it came from last week. When you guys are posting the bids, we touched on it, but it was so busy and so crazy in here last week. When you guys are posting the bids, is there doesn't everybody have to follow the same format and the same? I mean, that just blew my mind that you didn't require proof of workman's comp, proof of liability insurance prior to the awarding of the bid. blew my mind. I've never, you know, I've talked to you before about my history. I've never in my life ever seen a bid request go out without proof of liability and workman's comp insurance. I've never ever seen it anywhere. And I'm just wondering if that, I mean, shouldn't that just be automatically on every single bid that goes out?
I think it should be, but what we've had was, we were ones writing them for a little while, and now it's been
Right.
delegated someplace else.
Right.
Somebody else had written the bid request specs, and it got missed. So
Yeah.
it's been
Well,
addressed.
It has to come in front of you before it goes
Yeah,
to
I missed it.
publication, right?
Yep, I missed
So
it.
if I see something going out without that, should I call your attention? Because you know they post it with me. So I mean, if I see it coming through without it, should I call your attention to it?
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely. I can't see everything, that's for sure.
I know.
No, I appreciate anybody's input like that.
Okay.
May not always follow it, but no.
Excuse me.
Well, you keep throwing these at me.
Get 'em out, get 'em out.
There's more abatements.
Yeah.
Thank you for this, Chris.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah, thank you for coming in, Chris.
Don't thank me. Thank you, state rep.
I shall. You know I shall.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
You all done with that one, Ben?
Yes. So I have the bottom one should say you have the right to appeal. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's set then.
I thought that line right there was kind of, that made me chuckle. Did you, where'd these come from? These haven't been logged
I
yet.
don't know.
Okay. Those
That's
haven't
something
been logged,
new.
these have been logged. Good grief.
Ben, do you have any more
Oh.
agenda items tonight?
Just AP, POs, ABCs.
ABC. When did
And I
it?
gotta get my budget book together, but, no, there's nothing else.
Nothing.
Gotta
Well,
follow up and find out why planning board.
Could I
so.
then ask you fellas if you would make a quick motion to allow me to have that sign replaced? I would appreciate it because I'd like to get them here tomorrow, and whether they take it with them tomorrow or not, I don't know. It all depends if they can get it off of there, but it will be done shortly.
Yep,
Now, who is these people?
Yeah.
That are doing this?
It would be
All-
Beth Blake's Design, and she's off of Salmon Falls Road in East Rochester.
Beth Blake Design? Okay.
Yes.
Blake's design, like apostrophe.
Beth Blake, Blake Design of Salmon Falls. She's not going anywhere with that sign. It's not worth. It wouldn't
No,
be
it
worth
wouldn't.
stealing it.
That wasn't the idea at all, was to just get it recorded where it went to, that's all, because it is public property that belongs to the town.
Yeah, that's true.
If I had taken it, then I should have signed it.
But there's no minutes to say where it's going anyway. And that would be at no expense to the town.
Hey Sue, did you ever get an answer back on the sign out there, out front?
Oh, he came in, he finally came in. Was it, what's today, Thursday? I think it was Tuesday. And I asked him about it, and he said, well, I told you I would do it when I came up here. He says, I'm just now getting up here. So he was supposed to go out and take a look at it after he left. He came in to see Mike, and let me know. So what I'll do is I'll give him till Thursday of next week, and if I don't hear from him, I'll call him.
I wonder if you can call maybe tonight, because she's got somebody else ready to do it for free.
Oh,
So
I don't sit on stuff very long.
I don't want us, if he's gonna do it, he's the one that did it originally.
right,
I don't want to step on his toes. He should have the right to
right.
repair it first.
Well, I can call him
I mean,
and ask him.
sorry, I run my own business. It shouldn't take him too long to go out there and look at
Well,
it and go,
no,
hey,
but-
whether I'm gonna do it or
And
not.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
It's just I know in the past it's,
See, if we can't get a hold of him, then that will kind of make my mind up.
Oh yeah, if he's going to do it, I'm sure there won't be any hard feelings by the other folks as long as it's getting done. We've been waiting for it.
Yep.
When was that whole Planet Fitness thing? It was a couple months ago.
Yep. It's getting dark out there.
It is.
He said he was gonna be working with the spotlights.
He's an awful nice
Yeah.
young fella. Very nice. Friendly. Everybody that comes and goes he's saying hello to. And
He's running into some problems out there, so unfortunately.
is he? Why, what's wrong?
Somebody had put some sort of sealer on the building, which is causing a major
Oh
problem.
boy.
Yeah.
Couldn't have known that before he bid on it, huh?
None of them did. No.
Oh boy.
This was the one,
hi Phil, this is Sue
it's
calling.
not really clear who the vendor is.
I was wondering if you could call
JT.
me back. I was calling.
Receipts on the back. It's already been done.
Alright,
And the selectmen asked me if you
so who's supposed to sign these first?
Yeah.
If so.
Kind of a waste of time.
I think it would take to repair it. So if you can call me back, I'll be here till 7 tonight, and then tomorrow I'll be in from 7 to 5.
If it was more than $5, I'd probably be doing some screening.
Yeah.
You guys aren't meeting on Monday night, is that correct?
Correct.
Did you? I hear you say something about you were going to meet on Tuesday night, or?
No.
So the next meeting will be a week from tonight.
Yep, next Thursday.
So why don't we do this? It doesn't sound like she's having any success in reaching him. So why don't could you make a motion that if
I feel more comfortable waiting
until next Thursday? I'm sure they won't mind waiting, Ben.
Right.
They just
rather
know.
not.
they just offered to get it done quick.
Okay, thank you.
And I called the number I had for his home, but it went to a fax machine.
We can just wait until next week, Ben. It's not gonna. A week isn't gonna kill anything.
No.
It's been that way a couple months. Well, it's been that way a while.
Right,
You know. So
it's a town business, so I'd rather give them first chance to
right,
take care of it if they want to.
right. So what was? Does he go out of state? She said he was back.
Oh, I don't know where he's been.
Yeah. I know she had been trying to call him for a while, and I kind of got my hat handed to me for saying that.